everyone, my name's Lucy. I just turned 20 earlier this year and am now a junior in college. But that's the boring stuff. Let's just get into it, shall we? Once the reality of college began to unfold before me, acceptance letters, committing, preparing, the excitement set in. The bulk of this excitement came from two things. One, as an only child, I've always been independent. By 18, I was certainly ready for a new sense of freedom. Two, I've always had a longing to explore. Having spent my life thus far in one place, I was eager to get a taste of somewhere new. While college allows me to do both, it faced me with the question I was not excited to answer. What do you want to do when you're done? Such an innocent yet loaded set of words. It's honestly my least favorite question to be asked. And how tragic, it's one of the few things everyone wants to know. I mean, I don't blame them. It's a completely valid question. Yet, even after 2 years, I still don't know. I still do not know. In all the time I've spent pondering, attempting to find my answer, I've always had a base I'm sure of. I want to travel the world, and I want to spread love. Well, okay, cool, but where in the heck do I go from there? I've hit a wall with each path I've considered, though I've realized that's because I've been searching in the wrong places. Unconsciously, I had narrowed down my options to fit the popular version of success and what people expect of me. Some sort of traditional work setting that tells you you've made it when you have the money and things to show for it. I know we all have unique visions of success, and this particular one may fit yours. There is absolutely no problem with that. I just can't say it has ever fit mine. For as long as I've been mature enough to do so, I've consistently prioritized bettering myself, figuring out who I am, who I want to be, and how to become her. That's cheesy. I know, it makes me cringe too, but it's true. To me, being a good person is the most valuable thing you can have, though this is not a goal with a tangible end. There will be no point where you can wrap it up neatly and say you've done it. It's a lifelong journey, and anyone who's begun knows how difficult it can be, the amount of time and energy it takes to truly commit. Throughout college, I've struggled to maintain balance between this work and schoolwork. With the popular version of success often comes an insatiable hunger for more, to get more, to do more, to be more. And from those around me, I'm no stranger to the pressure that brings. Before you know it, the most important thing becomes what you produce. The human with emotions and personal needs gets left behind. For quite some time, I believed work and life had to be this grand balancing act, a coordinated dance between rivals. But that simply is not true. Work and life should hardly be separate things, let alone clash with one another. Work, quote unquote, should be an extension of yourself, time spent serving what you want out of life. When that's the case, the human is never forgotten. I mean, what you're doing is for that human, not for money, not to prove yourself or please anyone else, but truly for you, to feed the fire within your soul. Though first, you must figure out what that fire wants, what that human wants. Quiet the roaring outside world. Dismiss people's expectations. Forget about what they might think and consider what will make you happy. And I think it's my time to do that. So, what do I want? I've had scattered thoughts of creating for a living. Creating what? Numerous ideas have come and gone, but I never gave any of them the space to develop. And I suppose the main driver behind that has been fear. Fear of taking a path less traveled, of not knowing what lies along the way, and wondering how long I'll be able to navigate. But living in fear is no way to live at all, nor is it in alignment with the person I want to be. And that brings me here. You may have already put this together, but this is a part of my action. Me taking a stab at one of my creative endeavors. As I mentioned earlier, to travel and experience new things have always been part of the life I'm chasing. Though, at times, I think I take it a bit too far. I let my mind drift to all these places I'd like to go and daydream about being there. And that drives a gap between me and the present moment. It makes me lose sight of everywhere I've been and the beautiful life I'm in the midst of living. It's always good to want more for yourself, but I've realized that until you can, at any moment, sit back and genuinely appreciate exactly where you are, you'll never be fully satisfied with any landmark event on your timeline. If it weren't for all those seemingly insignificant points, the space in between, if you will, you never would have gotten there in the first place. So, I guess my first goal here is to work on that. To breathe life into the places I've taken for granted. The places I've merely seen as lulls fixed between big adventures. To put aside the feelings I met them with and let them guide me. To find the extraordinary within the ordinary. And what better place to start than where I spent the first 18 years of my life.